Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2019 monthly forecast. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Mixing it up a little bit this month, Sagittarius, doing a different format. So please let me know in the comments down below if you are liking this format. Let's get started. I'll start with your overall focus for the month. We have from the Sacred Destiny Oracle the card of Purification. And I love this card for you, Sagittarius, because it has this beautiful sunflower on it. And you'll see that the rain is falling around it. It's a very optimistic card. It feels like being somewhere lovely and warm, turning your face to the sun and being appreciative of that warmth, being grateful. There's a spirit of rebirth here, of washing something away. Of course, water is also associated with emotions. So this rain can represent the release of long-held emotions that allows for that purification, that inner healing. It's, of course, very difficult for new, vibrant kind of energy to enter your life if it's bogged down with outdated, old energy. So here it's necessary to cleanse, to purify body, mind, and spirit. There's a lighter kind of energy here. Not holding on to any heaviness, not taking things too personally, releasing resentment, releasing guilt, any of those negative kinds of emotions, any kind of unhealthy patterns, purifying that, feeling cleansed, feeling lighter as a result. That's your overall theme for the month. When it comes to your love life, we have the card of Hydrangea. Hydrangea speaks about being thankful for understanding. A quote here from Emma Goldman says, "Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another." So gaining a greater understanding in order to forgive is the energy that I'm feeling around that. You know, hydrangeas in Japan, where they're native, were associated with asking for understanding for one's mistakes and being thankful for forgiveness. So today the blossoms are symbolic of heartfelt emotions, particularly gratitude. When you forgive others, of course, you release yourself from unnecessary suffering and make space for healing. So it is about forgiveness, whether it's forgiveness of another or forgiveness of yourself. It is about showing compassion. When it comes to your work environment, we have the tea tree card. Tea tree comes from the Melaleuca tree out of Australia. Aboriginals used it, of course, for as an astringent or as an antibiotic kind of energy. The card speaks of binding in particular, being bound. But in this case, I'm picking it up as more of a restrictive kind of energy and a need to cleanse. There is a feeling here of release, especially if there is any negativity around the workplace. Not feeling tied to that, restricted by it. Now when it comes to your money, we've got the card of the Collaborator. And the Collaborator is ruled by the moon. It's kind of got a high priestess vibe here. The message with this is, I co-create to create. The purpose with this one is to create greater good for the global community through an authentic partnership. The shadow side for this is needy, scattered, or feeling overcommitted or overworked, or even over loyal to someone or people who don't value us. As a collaborator, you are a builder. There's curiosity, spirit of being cooperative, and you flourish as part of a team. Even when you're focused on your own projects, you still work best in collaboration. But when working with others, you like to feel a valuable link in the chain. It's not about validation, it's just about people valuing your worth. But if you find yourself more in the shadow aspect of the collaborator, it's a time to step back, to reconnect with your soul desire and evaluate if those you're working with are recognizing your high value gifts, because you do have them, Sagittarius. It's about surrounding yourself with people who love and appreciate you, and then the money will start rolling back in. Yes. co-creating to create, but with people who value what you bring to the table here, Sagittarius. Let's get started. We'll start to focus on the overall feeling for the month. I want to start with purification. We have you here as the Queen of Cups. So isn't that interesting? Because I did get with this one, there's a lot of that receptive kind of energy, that watery kind of energy. Feeling connected, feeling empathetic as well. Very insightful and co-creative. Yeah, that's your energy here. That's your focus for the month. And you may even be feeling a little bit more sensitive than you normally would here. But part of that is cleansing out emotions that shouldn't be there. Any negative emotions. Okay, we've got the Devil. So with this one here, it's hard to be lighter in spirit and to cooperate or be co-creative when you have this kind of monkey on your back here, this devil energy. So it is the shadow aspect that I'm feeling around this reading of someone that is restrictive or restricting you. But it's not about you, Sagittarius. I feel it's their issues, but they seem to have kind of either globbed on, or there's some kind of unhealthy attachment here to this side of you, Sagittarius, this caring. You have shown this person that you care, that you love them, and so now there's this attachment, but it's unhealthy in some way, and you're being asked to cleanse, to purify this attachment. Okay. We have the Four of Swords here as well. So there's a feeling of being taxed, overwhelmed, burnt out, and needing to take a break. I feel mentally you're just a bit worn out from life in general, doing a lot of things, having a lot on your plate. So I do get this energy of the need to step back and think, to get some clarity. What is it that you need, or who is it that you need to cleanse out of your life? It could just be toxic behaviors. It may not be a person. It could be an addictive pattern, an addiction, something that is creating an unhealthiness in you and is allowing you to feel either bad about yourself or heaviness. I get this kind of heavy feeling around this for some reason. Yeah, we've got the Princess of Swords as well. So for you, it's about gaining some knowledge about what you need to cut out of your life, to ask the questions. But it's asking the questions of yourself. It's not from other people. And I feel that you need to spend some time away from distractions and distractive thoughts in order to get this information. It's like a spiritual download, if you will, of what needs to be purified. It's kind of like using a blade to purify. It's like, even I get a sense of like heating the blade to purify it. And then once you have that purified blade, then using that to cut out what is no longer useful to you, but doing so in a way which allows for a clean cut. There's no infection afterwards. It's a clean break, clean cut. Yeah, cleansing energy, cleaning out the toxicity. May even be body, mind, and spirit in general, like a retreat or something to somewhere warm. Maybe as simple as that for some of you Sagittarians. Now let's take a look and see what the love situation is. We have the Hydrangea. Being thankful for understanding. It is of course about forgiveness, but it's not just about forgiveness of other people, it's forgiveness of yourself as well. We have the High Priestess. I love that for you, Sagittarius. Again, that more receptive energy, connective energy, feeling very connected. Recognizing that these spiritual downloads you have are real. Like there's this deep inner understanding, this deep inner knowing of what's going on in your life here and what needs to change, Sagittarius. We also have the Six of Wands. Traditionally, of course, all about victory and success. But in this case for you, Sagittarius, I feel it's really just about you intuitively knowing your worth, your high value, and not letting anybody else or any other situation distract you from that. Yeah, understanding. You have this deep understanding, and it's like you have this higher kind of knowledge, like you've been given information that other people don't have. They wish they had, but they don't have. So that is going to serve you well when it comes to any kind of love and relationships issues. This deep understanding of self and not needing validation from others. Yeah, valuing yourself, valuing, well, you know, it's not that you put yourself on a pedestal. I don't feel that at all. It's just about recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and what you bring to the table when it comes to value. We also have the Ten of Swords. And again with the Princess of Swords, so we've got a double there. Sagittarius, you may not think that something that at first appears to be a difficult circumstance is going to be good for you, but trust me when I say it is. It is. Whatever is finishing here, completing out, is actually good news for you. Difficult to hear at first, yes, but ultimately I get, because you have this deep understanding of the situation and yourself, you're valuing yourself, that this isn't going to be as big a deal as it first comes across. Yeah, I get a message, something being delivered here. It's like the talk. Not great, but at the same time, I don't see it as a huge difficulty for you. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Again, change. So it's in this transition energy here where the problem lies. I think you just want to cut this out completely, but you can't, because you still have to be around this person or this whoever this is in your life. So there's still kind of there that you still have things to deal with during the change, during this transition period. You won't want to do that, but at the same time, I think you can manage it. You can cope with this. Okay, what's coming in for you? We've got the Emperor. Lovely. So there's a power player in the mix here. Could be someone new, could be someone from the past as well, but there's an energy around them of strength, maturity. Could be an Aries, but it really, I don't generally look at major arcana as being a particular person. I feel it's more the energy around them, and this is someone who has status, maturity. They may be a power player in their particular career. We've got the Lovers. So there is attraction here. I do feel that they are someone that believes you are the one for them, which is wonderful. Very, very much a soulmate partnership here. But interestingly enough, I'm picking this up that this has been learned. So this is someone that you've probably known for a while, and they probably didn't value you in the past, but I get that they do, or they will, coming forward. This person will value you. In the past they didn't. And we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, mover and shaker, a power player. Partnership. You know, that's the thing. You want to be in this collaboration, but you want to be with someone who wants to collaborate with you. You know, you co-create to create abundance in your life overall. And for you, it is about cooperating with someone who is on your level and who values you as and what you are. And I feel that this person will. This other person, I get that you're letting them go. Either they're saying to you that they want to leave, or you them. Doesn't really matter. Either way, I feel there's this transition time between the end of that and this other situation, but you'll be able to cope with it. That's the important energy. You can manage this, especially financially. I don't pick up any kind of problems there. Now, when it comes to your work life, Sagittarius, you've got the binding card, the tea tree, speaking about antibacterial, or actually even more than that, it's antiseptic with the tea tree. So what I'm getting around this is feeling this restriction, this toxic tie, this devil tie, this more shadowy figure here. It seems to be around your working environment. So let's see, what is this about? Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords. I feel around this it is about needing to be stealthy, a need to be careful, and to keep what is yours. You know, don't let anyone take something from you, especially like intellectual property or property that is yours. So need to be mindful of someone who is perhaps hasn't got your best interests at heart here, Sagittarius. We've got the Page of Cups. You know, the thing about you is you're very creative and you can work on your own. It's not that you can't, you can. You prefer to be in a collaboration, if I can speak properly, but you can, of course, work alone, so you shouldn't fear that. You have the creativity, the talent to pull that off. And yeah, the thing is, you don't really need assistance. You don't need it. You'd like it, but you don't need it in whatever career you've chosen here. It may... Well, you know, I feel that the majority of the work was done by you anyway. So you needn't fear that the loss of that collaboration. We also have the Two of Wands in reverse here. I get restrictive energy around this, fear-based, feeling that you've been held back, or you haven't been able to move forward. There's no progression. We also have the Tower. Ultimately, I see you, though, as your advice, needing to make the change, not fearing change, not fearing dramatic change even. And the Five of Pentacles, yeah. A fear of being left behind, a fear of being left out, of being on your own, working on your own. Yeah, I feel for a long time you've been indecisive about that, but I get you being able to handle this. I do. And I actually feel like this change that you're bringing about here is needed. It's needed change. So I do feel that you are facing your fears. I get it as facing your fears and going ahead, not being held back when it comes to your career. Could be a business partner that we're talking about here, someone that you've collaborated with that doesn't seem to be valuing you or not putting in as much effort as you, Sagittarius. Now when it comes to your money, with this collaboration card and being ruled by the moon, there's a more shadowy aspect to this, and I'm getting it mainly as value. The shadowy side of this is if you're not getting the recognition you need and deserve in an authentic kind of partnership, you shouldn't fear moving on. Your need to be part of a team means you can easily become overly committed, overly loyal. When you don't get that recognition, you simply try harder, which leaves you burned out, exhausted, miserable. So for you, it's about stepping back here. When it comes to your finances, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I do get, again, this person around you. I get an energy here of you just needing to be careful, watchful, so that they don't do something underhanded. I get, yeah, the Four of Cups. This is someone who doesn't seem to be appreciative of what you have given to them. I get a taker, someone who's just taken, and feels somewhat, I get petulant, entitled energy around this. They just don't seem to feel like whatever you've done is enough. This is someone who you can't please at the present time. It's not able. You're not able to do that. No matter what you do here, you can't please this person, Sagittarius. It's like they're unreachable. We also have the Emperor in reverse, so mixed with that person there, I feel it's the same individual. It's this devil energy here. This is someone who, well, when I see the Emperor down here as someone coming in for you, this is the opposite of that. This is immaturity, this is petulance. This is someone who is like that spoiled little boy who wants it all his way. And has some controlling issues as well. This is someone who is likely to just want to keep control of a situation. We also have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone else. I feel like this is a third party that's involved in some way, either in a work environment or in a love relationship. They're coming across as negatively impacted for you, Sagittarius. Could be an air sign. And around them, this is someone who is, again, I get these people are not your people. I get that right from the beginning here, Sagittarius, that these are not people that have reached your level. These are very entitled people, needy people, people who want, people who take from others and then feel entitled to do so. Yeah, I get a third party kind of infiltrating the scene here. Yeah, that's the thing. When it comes to your finances, Sagittarius, you have to keep things close to your chest. Make sure that this person doesn't have access to financial things, passwords, and your property, especially intellectual property is what I'm getting from Spirit there. Yeah, so this is someone who you've collaborated with on some level, love or career, but they haven't had your best interests at heart. They've just kind of stolen or taken, while giving or showing interest to somebody else here, Sagittarius, and that's the thing. It's left you exhausted. Trying to compete on this level has left you tired. And for you, it's about cleansing out this unhealthy attachment to this person. Yeah, I feel like if you were to be with this person, they would have to cleanse themselves of this third party, but honestly I don't feel them doing that. So that's your energy here, Sagittarius. The good thing that I see here is that you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel less bogged down. You're going to feel less tired if you can get rid of these shackles that have restricted you, that have kept you kind of lagging behind, kept you on this person's level when you should be shooting up higher, much, much higher than you currently are, being held back by someone's energy, negative energies that you're being asked to cleanse out of your life here. And meanwhile, there's somebody else that's going to come in here in the near future that you have to make space for. This person can't come in while this other thing is here. Let's get one more card for you, Sagittarius. I want to get one from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, new book by Lucy Cavendish. And I want to get your life lesson for the month. So let's take a look. Wonderful. Tree of Souls. Collective wisdom. Kinship. Group. Library. Of course, that speaks about the Akashic Library. Soul energy again. And we come right back to the beginning here where we talked about what is your soul's desire. I feel it's collaborating with people who are on your level. This group, the collective wisdom, this feeling of working together with people who are very supportive of what you do and you them. It's a spirit of equal give and take here. Being receptive to people around you and them being receptive to you. No walls, no hardship between you two. Softer energy. Being on that same level, being on the same page. And I feel that's what you want here. Like-minded individuals that will value you for your gifts, for your energy here, and you them. That's really all you're looking for, Sagittarius. I'm going to read one portion of the Tree of Souls for you. The illumination with this is, I belong to the universe and I am part of a great collective of souls who help and nurture each other throughout lifetimes. So being part of this tree, well, it's like a light tree. Every moment of wisdom you have, every second in which you choose to express kindness and compassion, feeds this tree of light, this tree of souls. And in return, this nourishes all the other souls connected to that tree. For we are unique and individual souls, yes, yet we are also one, and that is a place where we come together, this tribe of light. And we're sheltered, we're nourished as a result. This is the soul tree. So know that you're not alone and that every act of what you would call goodness benefits not only others in the human world, but the progression of their soul through its path in the universe. Every soul a star shimmering upon this tree of light. Beautiful, Sagittarius. So I'm going to leave it there and wish you the best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I thank you for watching. Please make sure to comment if you like this new style of reading that I'm doing, as well as if you could press that like button, that would be wonderful. And if you could get the word out to people as well, because I'm kind of stagnating when it comes to the subscribers. So if you can get the word out, if you're enjoying my readings, I would really grateful for that. I wish you the best with this, Sagittarius. Please take care and bye for now.